welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. I remember everything's coming back to me now. I left myself the most fun war here to fight today. That's right, it's the giant war where we're going to get nothing out of it with the Seljuks, besides a shit ton of cash, I assume. Hang on, what happens if we enforce demands? Let's actually see what we're going to get out of this. We get 13,000 gold. I'm reading that right, aren't I? 135, yep, that is 13,000 gold. I thought that I don't know why, I read that as 1,300 and then 13,000. Well, that's a lot of gold, my dude. Oh, he also has 104k. So for him, that's nothing. But for us, that's a lot, like a huge amount of money. Anyway, so obviously we want to try and win this. Gets a big old bounty. Then we are actually going to go to war with this guy again. Not immediately afterwards, but very, very soon, because obviously we want to take basically all of the Levant from him as well. So that's going to be sort of Nile Delta all the way up through to Antioch, take the rest of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, everything sort of west of this desert here. We might also want to take Anatolia while we're at it, because we do actually have to take the Byzantine Empire, so or the Byzantine territories, what was the Byzantine Empire. So we're going to go to war with the Seljuks. I'm not really sure if we're going to go immediately after that, or whether we want to grab, like, this area first, you know, try and consolidate our realm a little bit. I might do that. I might try and connect it with the borders first, but more to the point, let's actually get to work. So he's got a 20,000 stack up there, which I've just noticed, so I think we should probably go for that one first. They're also not merged at all. In fact, that might not be his. He's actually only got 17,000 men there. So we're going to try and hit that one first with our troops. And we're going to take a lot of attrition damage probably on the way, I'd imagine. Why are these two separate armies? Well, we'll send them into... Oh, those boats. That's 1,400 boats. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's put those down then, because that's just going to cost us a lot of money. How much money? We're still making plus 24. Even with 1,400 boats raised. Well, that's pretty great. Right, so let's find that army, hunt that down. In the meantime, we're sending a second retinue. Well, these are our retinues, but sending a second army over to their capital as well. Try and grab us there or whatever. We've had a daughter. She's unfruitful. We will call you, bombed nothing. I don't know what's French for nothing. Well, we've caught something. I'm sort of debating whether or not... Why is that horse so small compared to our gigantic horses? What's going on there? I'm not sure whether or not we want to just siege places or try and hunt his armies down. Ideally, it would be better to grab his armies, because then if we do end up going to war with him fairly recently, he might not have enough time to reinforce all of his troops. Bearing in mind, he has hundreds of thousands of troops, or at least he did last time we checked. What's he up to now? 33k. So he's actually down to, like, total, what's that, 55k? Plus another 12,600 hired. Okay, well, that's fine. We should be able to wipe these out, and they're not going to reinforce and help one another, because, of course, that would be absurd. We're moving in on his capital now. We've ended up with only 13,000 because of the just ridiculous attrition it's taken us crossing this quite large continent. We should be fairly unchallenged here, I think, and in fact, I'm going to go as far to build a fort as well. Try and maybe get rid of a little bit of the attrition. It's not helped at all, has it? Not helped at all. Well, it doesn't matter too much. Can we do anything else with the forts? Nothing that gives... attrition. Forts seem a little useless. Or at least this mod. Let me rephrase that. They don't do what you would expect them to. Obviously, therefore, generally mitigating attrition. But in this one, they seem to be a permanent sort of thing that you set up. Oh, it's a different caliph? The last one died. Murdered on the orders of this dude. Okay, so we've got a different dude in charge now. That could be good for us. You know, they could go into a massive rebellion. Council's going to be discontent, etc. There's their army. Okay, that's what we want to hunt down. Now, we've only got... Oh, shit, we're only down to 14,000 dudes now. Alright, there is a strong argument for making Constantinople our capital, simply because we'll be able to raise the majority of troops from there. Like, Paris is so far out of the way, I'm actually really tempted to move over here now. This is where we're going to be doing a lot of our wars, right? Around the Balkans, around Greece, Anatolia, the Levant. And having to move all of our troops down from here, because our retinues are generally going to be based there as well. It's not... I might move over to Constantinople. I mean, oh no, it's Constantinople. It's absolutely fine. Plus, they've got a lot of the buildings built. Plus, if we win this war, when we win this war, we're going to get 13,000 gold out of it as well. You know, I'm just going to siege. Oh, but when they say that, they're going to get war score out of it. Yeah, they are. Okay. Fine. We're not in a position to fight that. So let's hire some troops. Because I don't think we're in a position to fight them at all, to be honest with you. Oh, we got 12,000 men just kicking around? Okay, that's fine. Hang on. Stay there. Let's send some boats to pick them up. Then we'll go merge this unit with our armies in Constantinople. We've got so many boats. Just a ridiculous amount of boats. Right, there we go. Oh, God, that's actually way too many. Let's split this in half. Get rid of you guys. Thank you very much. Right, put you guys on the boats. Then we'll put everyone else down. We'll meet these armies. We'll merge them together. And then we'll go for, like, here, just to keep ourselves defended from this 19,000 attack in case they do swing for us. Release all the prisoners. Deliver everyone he's found. There we go. 42% war score because we have just sieged his capital. Fantastic. Can we blitz through the rest? No, they still have 4 level of 8, but we're not taking any more attrition. So as long as he doesn't send any troops to come and stop us, we should be fine. Luckily, he's going for, obviously, the most important provinces in our realm. I don't know why he's gone for that one, rather like Constantinople that's right there and undefended. That's so strange. Anyway, here's our boats. Right, 22 or 24,000 men. There should be more than enough. Let's get our best commanders on this one. And let's crush them, because I think we've pretty much got this in the bag. Now, that alone is going to give us a fair amount of war score, and we're going to be able to... Oh, he slowed him down. You beautiful man. Right, so we are taking... What's that? River crossing. He's got hills and river crossing. We should be fine. Even with, you know, even with both of those, we've got 25,000 men. He didn't put any commanders on, which is always useful. There we go. They are... Oh, God. Are you all right? I've Stenkill. It's one of our Swedish vassals, then. What have you done? What is this kingdom that we've got? We've been starting grabbing parts of Norway now. You know what? Just leave them to it. Honestly, we've got bigger fish. Let's not worry about what they're doing up there. That's not our problem. Right. Okay, so that's in the bag. That's going to give us, hopefully... I mean, that was a lot of dudes. 20% war score? Okay, get slightly over 20% war score. That's pretty good. Now, we'll take this one back, which I imagine will take us up to about 70-80%. Oh, we can't because, of course, there's fort holding. Ugh. I might just leave on Siege Assaults permanently with every mod we play from now on, because the more I play with it enabled, even though it's kind of important for balance, it also doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever that they could take, you know, a single counting in an area that we don't really mess around with too much in Anatolia, drop off 2 dudes, and then we obviously can't immediately take it back. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Right, we're up to 59%. Was that actually all they grabbed from that one? Where am I looking? Was that all they grabbed? No, they've got... Oh, they actually took the whole thing. Right, there we go. 77%. So, around 80%, like I said. We'll put these boats down as well, save ourselves a little bit of cash. I'm going to go for this kingdom level title here, just because that'll be worth a fair amount of gold. Now, they're not after... Oh, fair amount of war score, I should say. They're not after us at all. They're actually not interested. Okay, that's fine. So, we'll just completely ignore that army there. Not a problem. They're not sieging our territories or anything like that. They have grabbed a province here, which we could, I guess... You know what, let's go grab that one back, because that's also the Seljuks army there. So if we manage to take this out and counter-siege, might be enough to win us this war. Prosperity faction improved, good. Not that we need to worry about that right now. I think everybody loves us no matter what. Blessed has passed. So, of course, we've had our reoccurring issue with the Pope in that... Oh, you guys said, actually, maybe I'm not right, and to check the Saints tab. Where is he then, huh? A lot of people said, hey, check the Saints tab. He's probably been made a saint. No. No, he's not. Nope, the Vatican still will not call him a saint. He was called a saint by the people. He has a saintly background. Not actually a saint, my dudes. Not on there. Unless I'm blind. Was his name Otgots? I don't think so. Fucking game. So let's just to recap. We had Brother Baguette, the most saintly man, who gave up all of his earthly possessions to become a living monk to try and, you know, become a saint. We had this character's father, au contraire, who literally mended the schism in the Catholic faith and made Orthodox a heresy and gave previously unheard of power to the Pope over most of the world. We had the Aztecs met with defeat. Oh shit, they're gone. Nice. Before him, au contraire, the philosopher. Or was it him or was it Duke 2? No, it was Duke 2, who built a shit ton of churches all across France, also became a paragon, also not made a saint. So what, we've had like 4 chances now to become a saint, and every single time we've just been... They've just said no, essentially. So, I think now's the time we enact our plan. Get rid of the Pope. We'll build our own Pope. We don't need that Pope anymore. We're going to set up our own... Well, we will immediately after we've done with this. I did say we would go on an invasion or something, but no, you know what? Doesn't matter. We're going to set up an anti-papacy. We're going to overthrow him. Because we do actually need to control Rome. If we want to reform the Roman Empire, we actually do have to, funnily enough, have Rome as part of that. We can't just have the Pope kicking around. We do have to physically have him as a vassal or something like that. Right, can we... Oh, we can actually sort this one down. How generous. We're done. We are actually done. Seljuks, get out. They are going to give us 11,760 gold for our time wasted. That's pretty good. That's a lot of cash. Now, more importantly, we've dealt a pretty significant blow there in terms of undermining his realm. Because now that he's got very few troops, now that he's been proven a weak ruler, now that he's got, I mean, lost, I was going to say got himself into debt, but actually he's still got 95,000 gold. Now that he's lost a lot of gold, his vassals may be a little rebellious as well, because he's just gone through a succession. Actually, no, they're fine with him. Seems like empires in this game, despite the fact that you've got Imperial Decay mechanics, which obviously aren't in the base game, seems like empires are very, very stable, huh? Because our empire, there's not even a chance of it falling apart. Even with it, we had, what, 72% Imperial Decay? We're down to 52% now. I think we had higher than that. And all of our vassals just absolutely adore us. There's a couple that don't like us, but... Oh, no, that's cool. I should check vassals. You know what? Our lowest opinion vassal is plus 32, and that's a powerful thing that doesn't have a seat on the council, and because we changed Crown Authority recently. That's it. Absolutely insane. Right, so we are going to, like I said, move our capital to Constantinople for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's a pretty good province. Number 2... it seems to suit the campaign a lot bit more than Paris. And number 3, obviously, we can raise troops from there a lot more conveniently. We're going to be going to war with all of these states around us, so Constantinople makes more sense as a base of operations. Even if they are, apparently, Greek. I assume it's still Orthodox here as well. Let's just take a look. How do I find out? What does it say? Oh, no, they are Catholic. Right, there we are. Got it. I'm still not used to this HIP interface. Right, so let's build a hospital here. That's the only thing we're missing out on, is obviously we'll have to rebuild a lot of buildings. And... we can move our tech advances over, but as I recall, Constantinople had huge tech advances, and it still does. Yeah, it absolutely does. So what do we want to build our... we want to build the highest level of castle. So let's... oh, God, they're only at level 2. It's fine. We've got enough gold to do it. I don't know why I'm concerned. So I'll have you oversee construction. That just takes us down to the 1-day mealtime modifier. And then we get round 2 of building ourselves up. More importantly, we've still got Paris. You know, it's not like we've lost Paris doing it this method. So I'm absolutely not concerned about that. Just going to quickly build everything up. My half-brother asked me for a fief of his own. My priest. I mentioned a church career. He's angry with me. I mean, he already has a church career. Why would he be angry? He's literally my priest. Who knows? Anyway, that's so odd. Right, let's bring everybody back to Constantinople, or at least actually, I suppose these ones we can just put down. Those must be retinues then. They absolutely are. So those are retinues. Bring those home. Have these got any retinues? They do. That's annoying. Okay, so bring these boys back. We'll put down the ones we can. We want to put down all of our ships and everything else if we've still got those raised. I don't care if we really lose any. We could just put down all of our domain and vassal troops. Honestly, I'm going to do that. How many men is the Pope going to have? Because that's the person we're going to be at war with. The Seljuks can't go to war with us again, and they're the only ones that would threaten us. So we've got enough troops just to afford to put them down and save ourselves a bit of money. Bearing in mind, we've got to rebuild Constantinople up into an absolute powerhouse. But that should take absolutely no time at all, given the absurd amount of cash we've got. Why are my keyboard shortcuts not working, my dude? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's C. Right, it must have it built in this one. Sure. Right, okay, that's fine. Now, we want to go for castle. We need siege equipment level 6. That's why I haven't been spending the tech points yet, because I'm trying to make sure we've got what we need to obviously get, you know, the highest level of capital here. So we need town infrastructure level 6, trade practices level 6, popular customs level 6. I don't know if we actually need that or whether we can just build our big castle domicile. There we go. We can build it immediately. Imperial Palace requires citadel and castle infrastructure level 6, so we can quickly grab that one. Nice, and then we need a citadel, which I believe is the next upgrade from this. It is. So we need for that one, big poor district, big citizen, big noble, big paved roads, improved keeps level 6, construction level 7, sorry. Okay, so this is basically where we were at with Paris. I'm going to go for a high level of construction just to save a little bit of money here and there. What's that taking us up to? Minus 43% on everything. Nice. Military organization is always good. I mean, Duchy Viceroyalties would be incredible. It's a little bit too much though, isn't it? Giving out Duchy Viceroyalties, I think, is a little bit too much management, even for me. I couldn't be bothered with that. Alright, let's go for council halls. Let's start rebuilding all of our buildings that we've lost here. Get our stats back up. Get the opinion back up. Oh, that's cool. There we go. Your infection has put you in grave danger on multiple occasions. The pain and foul smell have subsided and your wound looks clean. I was worried we were actually going to lose this dude very, very early on there. That's cool. Okay, right, good. So I've actually almost finished building up here. I didn't think, you know, that we should leave that one in, seeing as you guys have seen me build buildings basically this entire playthrough. Blessed be his name. How dare you. And this offense will not be forgotten. We'll need for that one. So Citadel, there we go. So we've got everything back on track, basically. Might as well spend the money. Why not while we've got it? Okay, and I'm just going to build everything in Constantinople. Like, I'm going to build every single building just as much as possible. Blessed is past. Who the hell isn't blessed these days? Oh, wait, that's right. Everybody in my family tree. Tax collector seems good. Castle town seems good. This is very, very powerful. Money is always useful. Send money to him in a province. Okay, yeah, we might as well send him money to help try and convert some infidels. This is horrible. I wish there was a slightly better building system. I think if you have the option, like just for, you know, CK3 consideration, if you're watching Paradox, if you have the option to build the highest level, there should be like just a blue arrow up that's like build to the highest level. That would be so much nicer. Because having to sit here and do this every single time, I mean, obviously it's not, you're not meant to be able to build everything in a day. There should be like a minimum build time. That's something else they should add as well, because it doesn't make any sense that you would just be able to build a fortified citadel over the course of literally 3 days. It's kind of dumb. Anyway, alright, there we go. So that's now fully upgraded, even though that one says upgrading. It is definitely done. Nice. So Constantinople's going to be an absolute powerhouse. It's going to be a lot stronger than Paris as well. Bear in mind it has Hagia Sophia, which already gives tax, which is affected by the other buildings. Cultural tech points, Theodosian walls for the fort level as well. It means that no one's going to be able to assault this down when it's got 21 fort level. My god. That's awesome. Okay, we want to build up the hospital as well, I guess. I'm just going to do this while we've got the money for it. Well, we've got the money and the time. Seems silly not doing it immediately, you know? And obviously, if this is our capital, having it fully upgraded for the disease resistance and tech points and everything else seems like a good plan. Right, there we go. Alright, so we've got 2,600 gold left. Could build a fort. Bearing in mind, forts are more of a permanent building in this one. And I'm going to do it. They are fairly expensive, though, aren't they, from what I recall? Yeah, they are actually really expensive. I want to save a little bit of cash when we go to war with the Pope. If this is giving fort level again. I kind of want the tech points rather than the actual fort level, so I'm going to go for that one instead. Even though it is fairly expensive. Oh god, the garrison size is massive as well. This is nuts. This is absolutely insane. We actually need more gold now, funnily enough. Well, there we go. Thank you, Seljuks. You've completely rebuilt Constantinople with your money. I'm sure they're very, very pleased to hear that one. Brother, you're fired. We're going for Louis instead. Just because I want to make sure everything's proselytized over in Spain as quickly as possible so that we don't have to keep marching all the way over there to deal with things. Right, we're going to change our steward over to collect taxes in Constantinople. Still got Paris and obviously all of the surrounding provinces, but this seems like more of an appropriate seat for imperial power. Mana says the giant. Yeah, you might as well stay with the retinues. Oh, you know what? That's probably what's costing us a lot of gold as well. Not so much the building, but obviously during that time our retinues have been reinforcing. We've still got a pretty hefty retinue there. Is that everything? We've got 7,700 men. These are all retinues? They are. Nice. We actually have a massive retinue. So we're going to march those down to Rome. I think it's time we set up an anti-pope. I think it's time. Have we got anybody capable of being an anti-pope? No. We actually need more. He likes the Pope more than he likes us. So he's got 100 opinion of the Pope, 100 opinion of us. How do we stop that? We could just kill the Pope. I think we need to make ourselves more... Have we got any duchy level titles? We don't. We could make some, though. I think we need to make ourselves more temple level vassals, essentially, just to give us more opportunities to do so. Duchy of Venice, I don't think is necessary. Sure, let's see what we can do here. See if we can't raise any vassal theocracies up a little bit. Alright, that may have done it. There we go. Nice. Okay, so Prince Bishop, I've just given him Flanders there. I didn't even realise we have Flanders, to be honest with you. Make anti-pope. Excellent. Okay, the Pope and St. Denis. Now I think we can go to war against him for claiming the status pontificus. He will be our landed vassal. Pope Juanes II will become a vassal of Emperor Okontrai the Missionary. There we go. Or we could just launch an invasion war, but obviously that's a massive waste. Claim the status pontificus. Let's do it. Pope, get dusted. I don't think any Catholic faithful are actually going to join the war against me. He might even go as far to excommunicate me. Who cares? Honestly, this is putting the Pope in his place. How many? Has he just got 16,000 men? Okay, fair enough. I guess we'll wait for the other dudes to get there first. You know what? Why don't we send... What do you want? Wants to join my war? Of course, welcome. Right, so let's go reset everything. We need to reset our rally points, our army points and everything. Put the boats down. Don't know why we have boats raised. Right, move them over to Constantinople. Let's not worry about armies for this war in particular. I think we've got enough men, but I will, for future reference, just put them in Constantinople. Because when we get to war with the Seljuks, it's probably easier if they all come down to us rather than... I don't know, we could pick them up in boats still, which will save a little bit of time, but it's not a big deal. Anyway, where are my boys? Right, come on, hurry up. We've got a Pope to dethrone as vengeance for all of these... Oh! Or the Pope attacks us? Why? Do you want to wait there a second, let the other army get ahead? That's very odd that he's actually sent... What's he attacking? I have no idea what's he... I think he was just trying to get close to Constantinople, and then obviously he saw our armies with that. I have no idea what he's doing with that one. Alright. Well, goodbye, Pope. It was nice knowing you. It'd be nice if I could actually see this battle in a bit more detail, if this other thing wasn't... Alright, there we go. Okay, done. 21% war score. He's running from the battle. Truly a shameful display. Right, our boats are in Constantinople, and then we're just going to go and basically siege Rome right now. He's got a lot of... He's actually fielded a lot of troops. Like a huge amount. I guess he's hired all the holy orders. We might need a little more help than I was anticipating in this case. We may just be able to also turn up and siege the damn thing. 17,000 men. You know what? I'm not hugely confident all of a sudden. Alright, let's send them down to... We'll send them down to, like... I don't know, Pisa? Pisa will do. Send them down to Pisa. There we go. Alright, let's get all the help we can. In fact, that actually might be enough just with these two armies. Right, drop those guys off. We've got 7,000 men there. Alright, there we go. Bring them together. Right, so they're sending 29,000 down in one big army. Right, stay there. Oh, shit. I didn't have a chance to merge them. Doesn't really matter. We may still win that. It's possible that we could still win that with our cavalry. Oh, yeah. No, superior cavalry just absolutely messed him up there. 75% war score. I guess that's it. I think that alone has just basically determined this war. Let's put our boats down because they are quite expensive. Right, goodbye. Thank you very much. This is good. This is vengeance for Duke Toot. This is vengeance for Brother La Baguette. This is vengeance for Au Contraire, the Carpenter. That's a special tithing contest over another 800 gold. Why the hell not? This is it. This is what the papacy gets for betraying us over and over and over. More importantly, it's another step towards Rome because we'll actually control Rome, funnily enough. Can we salt them down? Nope, because it's got a holding of 6 or above. I guess another way to simply fix it would just do what they've done in the Outer Kings and make it fort level 8 or above. That's the issue with a lot of mods that adds, particularly like HIP and Flogus Tech mod, which we've both got enabled. Both of these mods adds various buildings which obviously affect fort level. HIP adds the whole, different fort system, which makes it more of a permanent feature. Flogus Tech mod, for example, has the huge levels of citadels, which makes the fort level massive, which is why Constantinople is going to be almost impossible for anybody to siege. What? During a visit to Venice, Roy Payne the Zealot and his entourage were accosted by brigands who made off with several valuables. Efforts to catch the thieves have failed, and Roy Payne is now demanding compensation from the Doge of Venice. I will personally compensate him. That's another step to being just, and more importantly, it's good for... Who? Was by us? Why did we imprison our own wife? She helped someone escape. Did I read that right? Was this the event that we just had? We'll let her out, I guess. There you go. Don't do it again, basically. I mean, I'd rather have the prodigy wife free, if you don't mind. Okay, there we go. We're done. Goodbye, Pope. Ready for this? There he is. Old Pope is gone. That looks good. That looks very nice. I'm a big fan of this one. Alright, now we've still got our invasion cast spell. I think I'm probably going to use it against Bulgaria. Simply because it's going to give us a lot of land. Epiros we might be able to grab with just pushing a vassal's claimant or something, What about... This is basically Croatia and other such states, right? I actually don't know. My geography gets pretty weak around here, I'm going to be honest. What do we do with you, then? Karl Drogo. What are we going to do with you, my friend? I don't think he's ever going to accept vassalization. We could ask the Pope. Bear in mind, we have a vassal Pope now. Could just ask him for invasions, etc. I don't think he'll let us, though, because our realm size. I think the realm size is going to be the issue there. Novgorod, not really interested in that one. Pope, you're a big fan of me, huh? Granted a county, granted a duchy, controlled anti-pope, glorious, press my claim, plus 100. Glorious, plus 5, that's quite nice. Church we want crowned by the Pope, liege crown, okay, yeah, fine. Nice, okay. Well, that's definitely helped us a lot. So what do we have now? We still don't have Byzantium, Balkan, what? Oh, so Italy is, I keep getting that Italy is rolled into the Levant and Northeast Africa as well. It's a little bit annoying, so we actually need to grab this one. Which is under who? The Knights of Malta. Maybe they'll accept vassalization. No. I mean, we're going to have to go to war with the Knights of Malta. Anyway, let's get this invasion Casabella out of the way, just in case our dude dies, because otherwise that's a big, big war that we're losing out on there. No, I don't think we're entirely done yet. Let's lower Imperial Decay, -2, pretty good. Hold a Grand Tourney, that's going to take us lower than 50% for the first time this entire campaign. Look at all these goddamn Holy Order options, though. Jesus. Expel the Knights Templar, Knights... Yeah, I don't really want to expel any of them. They should put that under a separate sub-menu. Compose a book for 1,000 gold. Maybe not. I feel like we get better things for that. Search for a smith. Actually not a bad idea. We still don't have any armor. It's the only thing we're really missing, because we've already got, obviously, the best crown in the game. We've got the Wright's crown. We have, ceremonial weapons. We have a scepter and all that crap. But armor is the one thing we're missing. We actually don't have the gold for it. It will cost us 3,000 gold to get the tier 4 quality set of armor, if we're lucky. Or we could just steal some. We could just go out of our way to go and steal a set of armor. Let's type in, so the names of the Guardian. There's Guardian, there's Champion, there's like Defender or something like that. Oh, these are all the masks. I imagine these are all going to be masks, aren't they? Bear in mind, they're all wearing masks. It's Guardian, it's like Champion, it's like Defender, Stalwart. I don't remember what the armor sets are called, and we'd have to type that in to try and find it. What if we just go like Rare Artifact? Maybe they'll count as those. There we go, okay. Warden is another one. It's quality 3 though. Finding quality 4, like I said, is going to be very difficult because only emperors have the option to craft it. Could always steal the caliph's armor. I mean, that's pretty good. He's also got the hair from the beard of Muhammad. It's only a quality 2, which is kind of surprising. What else have we got? So we got another guy here, splint mail armor. Yeah, I've just had to type in armor, which is very generic. Basically, we've already got splint mail armor. So this is the best one I found. Why don't we just try and steal it? Because it is a slight upgrade, and it also means we can spend the money elsewhere. Now, like I was saying, before I cut myself off, that I'm not quite done with my Paper Sea revenge. I feel like we need to take it one step further. Where's the old Pope, more importantly? Where is he? I would like to invite him as my honoured guest. Welcome, Gregorius, to the dungeons of me. I mean, apparently just by ourselves we had enough plot power to get rid of him. He's excommunicated some other dude. That was his previous title for some reason. Oh, well, we've got a Pope in our pocket now, so that's pretty convenient. Right, so as our armies are heading over, hopefully we're going to be able to steal this. Ooh, it's kind of a low chance, but then again, we are stealing from an Empire-level title. Sneaking through the window. If we're captured, it's obviously going to be horrible. I think he's probably going to immediately burn us at the stake without any sort of trial. It's 2%. Now that you've dealt with the guards, you're free to search treasury for your target. Go. I think we're going to get lucky, aren't we? Ah, nice. That's what I was after. There we are. Warden. So it's not much. It's not the highest quality one. We've got 104,000 men again. That's looking pretty good. It's not hugely what we were after, but it is a pretty decent upgrade from the splint mail armor. 5% morale damage is actually very, very significant. Personal combat skill up by 3 as well. That's not huge, but it is better than nothing, huh? We've got a lot of crappy artifacts we could maybe throw at China. Do they even want any of this? Send a eunuch. That's probably a good idea. Send my brother. My half-brother Souffle. He wanted a life for himself. It does come with a slight caveat. We could send him my daughter as a concubine, 650 grace. Man, these people are worth a lot, huh? I don't want to send him because he's actually too good. 420. Well, obviously we've got to send him then. Just Blaze. There you go, Emperor. Kowtow, definitely not. That would be an embarrassment to the entire house. Holy Preppers. We actually don't need How to Build a Well, seeing as we've already got the one-day modifier with everything else that we've got. How to Build a Well is kind of pointless, so we could send that away. Holy Preppers, I'd kind of like to keep that one. Everything else I kind of want to keep. We could just send us some books. White Stag, Confession of the Duke 2. I want to get rid of How to Build a Well. There you go. You can have that one. Just because it's, you know, again, something else we can send there. Master Engineer, probably not a bad idea. I'm going to request that one first and foremost. Then we're going to ask for the, you know, Scholar Bureaucrat, Siege Engineers, etc., etc. And we'll start working on the sort of China aspect of things, which I haven't really bothered with before. Goodbye. I will miss them all. I don't remember who they were or what they were doing. Oh, for the love of God. Here we go again. Where are they this time? Northern Africa. You know what? As long as it doesn't interrupt the tournament, because I would like to lower my Imperial Decay. What we're going to do then? Get rid of Pisa. Oh, shit. Hang on. Let's do... I mean, send them all to Seville. I think that's probably not a bad idea, right? Send them all over. We can deal with this. This isn't a problem. You know what? In fact, they might get dealt with just by the... Excuse me? Look how they massacred my boy. If I find out who's done this, they are in a seriously bad place. Who was O'Contreras' mother? So it's my wife. Okay, so I doubt she'd have done it. I think there's quite an obvious group of people who perhaps would have done this. The issue is, we've disqualified them from succession now. Foie gras. Was it you? He's got 18 intrigue. Intricate web weaver. He would have been next in line. Can't even plot to kill him. Well liked. There's trouble. There's trouble afoot. Wife's 40. Okay, change of plan. Family focus. All in. 8 wife. Award honorary title. Head wife. There you go. Send her a gift as well. She wants 15 gold. That's all I can spare, I'm afraid. Okay. This is horrible. Like, this is actually horrible. Can we make them... Oh, shit. This is a bit of dynastic meddling I'm not a fan of. Wow. Troublesome peasants. Yeah, whatever. We've made many enemies, you know. Could be the Caliph. Could be, of course, the previous Pope. Could be the dissident rebels. Could be my brother. Foie gras. I'm going to find out the truth. When this is all said and done, I'm genuinely interested in looking into the save game and finding out who the hell said it. Obviously, I'm not going to do it until we're done with the series, but I do want to find out who was the one who killed poor O'Contrere. 84% chance to abduct the previous Pope. Get him. Get him gone. I don't care about her. Nice. Now he dies quietly. 29% chance the murder is discovered. or bring him to my dungeon. I shall decide later. Killing him immediately, I think, would be far, far too fair. Was it Gregorius? Were you the previous? I think you were, but I need to just double check here so that I don't throw some random old man into my oubliette. Let's go to the previous pope. Let's go. Status Pontificus history. Gregorius, it was. My friend, remember how much you've spurned our family. All you had to do was make him a saint. And now look, you're going to spend the rest of your days in an oubliette. That's a horrible way. That's just the worst way to go. But you know what? Could be worse. You could have tried to get sainthood 5 times over and been denied every single time. Right, let's deal with some rebels, shall we? Let's get this out of the way. Camp fever has broken out in somewhere. Right, good. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, everybody, let's just pile on. Just kill them all. We're just going to take out the... don't care about this. Naturally, you're welcome. Renowned scholar. Doesn't seem that... Oh, he's got 32 learning. Shit, well, welcome aboard. So the scholar's always learning focused, naturally. And then, obviously, we've got our warriors as well. I assume you can get a different event. I've got 1,000 gold. Shit. I assume you can get a different event or a different bloodline that allows you access to every single one of the different sort of stat-based character bonuses. So you get one for diplomacy, one for intrigue, one for martial, etc. And we've got 2 of the 5. So building all of those, it could be very, very powerful for your council. Like, just having, you know, all of your council members with 30 plus stats. It's nuts. No one's going to count siege this, but honestly, once again, classic case of HIP, whereby there's 3 dudes in a castle, and, you know, obviously we're too scared to obviously launch an assault. Instead, we're going to take this dude out. 100% war score. Get dusted. Right, now, about that invasion, Casus Belli, because that was way more important. Let's put everyone down. Hopefully my retinue stayed. Yeah, okay, good. Goodbye. Oh, maybe Bulgaria. I don't know. I think I'm going to go for Bulgaria first. Just bear in mind, it's larger. They've also got 4,000 men. It's a declare war. Invasion of... It's going to give us everything. But now it is an invasion, Casus Belli, so we do want to obviously siege down everything as well. So let's do it. They've also got a little bit of Hungary and a little bit of Serbia there, but we will go for just Bulgaria itself. Right, okay. We want to get up to the 100% war score before we do absolutely anything else. Oh, more titular titles can be made. Fantastic news. Why are you discontent? Oh, he's got 100 opinion of us and he's discontent. Yeah, of course, why not? Guess he likes us as a person, but doesn't like how we're managing the realm, which is to say the realm has never been any richer before. What is wrong with him? Alright, can we build anything else, actually, while we've got this absurd amount of gold? Oh, shit, we have another castle here. That's actually ours. I don't want to hold too much personal domain. A lot of you are probably looking at that thinking we could hold another 7 provinces. Don't want to do too much. Bear in mind, this dude has, what, like 40 stewardship? So our next character is definitely not going to have that, seeing as they just killed off the good one. We might have to get remarried as well, because she is, oh, shit, she's unfruitful. We may have to find a new wife. We need to get rid of her. We'll just request, get out. The Pope's going to be up for it. Goodbye. Sorry, wife. I'm sorry. Thank you. Glory faction improved. Right, okay, let's find a new wife. We're looking for someone who's a prodigy, preferably. I mean, that's literally all I'm looking for, to be honest with you, just in the hopes that we can get a son as quickly as possible. She will do. Diligent, chaste. Ugh. Are they the only prodigy characters that we really have available? That doesn't seem right. She'll do. She's not fantastic, but again, she's got that prodigy trait and doesn't have any fertility-reducing traits, so I'll take it. Right, marry you to Emperor Au Contraire. She's got okay stewardship. My god, we're getting 1,000 gold. Who from? Who's paying this? What, her mother? That's her only last surviving relative. She's got 9 gold. Well, we'll say it. We'll make it an IOU. How about that? Nice, thank you. Okay, so the invasion's in basically full swing now. We're going to head straight to the capital. Like I said, try and get 100% war score as soon as possible. And then after we've got that, we'll go for just, you know, divide and conquer. Speaking of which, let's divide and not die of attrition. That classic expression. Right, go for the capital first. How heavily fortified is this going to be? 7.2. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? So we are going to have to probably, as much as I hate to do, I'm going to raise some other levies as well from sort of nearby provinces just to help out with the sieging a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll probably be enough. That's 4 armies. We don't need any more than that. Nice. Rulers throughout the HRE have increasingly become pleased with emperors. This guy. Roy Tadeo. He says that he's made many decisions that will benefit the realm. Imperial decay reduced by 1. What are we at to now, then? 49%. Hey, that's awesome. I don't think we actually got the... because we went to war... Nice, thank you. Because we went to war, I think we actually lost the grand tournament. Yeah, we need to be at peace. We can hold another one, which means... Well, that would imply to me that actually we didn't get the -1 decay from that. So as soon as we're at peace, doing that again would be pretty prudent, I think. And let's just sit here and siege, I guess. We only need the top level holding, so once we're done with that, we're going to move on to the next one. Hopefully we can also just assault a lot of these as well. 4.7, yeah, it looks like we might be able to. Ambition, forge a bloodline? Why not? What, I mean, obviously, why not? That seems like a great idea. What have we got? Execute 30 people, win 15 foreign wars. We could execute the 30 people. It was worse than Ambassador's opinion of you by -10. Okay. So then we go execution tyranny abroad. That's 24. Boom. Okay, I think the screaming's over. Fantastic. Well, that's going to fulfill that ambition. Now, the last time I got this, we got the Macabre Feast, which was just awful. Like, actually one of the worst bloodlines I think I've ever had. So I'm not going to be doing that one again in a hurry. So if we can try and get something a little different, that'd be better. If we get the option to do it, I'm just going to say no, because it is just that bad. Even if we have to make like you can make joint bloodlines, can't you? So maybe for declaring war a lot, or declaring war in combination with, you know, the murder people one might be okay. That might be how I got the Macabre Feast last time, now that I think about it, because I definitely do not want that one again, because it's just completely useless. Alright, we were a monster. I did say that we'd be a monster, and absolutely we are. We've definitely achieved that one. So we only need to take the top level holdings of the provinces that that aren't included in Bulgaria. So actually we only need to take these two, and that's it, and then we're done. So you guys might as well move over. You guys... Well, let me just double check here that we've got everything that isn't included in the... Excuse me, I want to... There we go. Right, that aren't in the top level. So we've got those two. Fine, done. All of this is included, so we've actually only got to get... Yeah, the way... Is that a separate province? Oh, it is. Okay, fair enough then. You guys move all the way around, grab that one. You guys move and grab that one, and then we'll move our larger stack to this one here. And that should be everything. Alright, that should be that then. So if we now enforce demands, we should get pretty much everything that we... nice. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Oh, God, that is a... Wait, Imperial Decay went down by 1. I guess because we're doing reconquests? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I know that Imperial Decay is affected by that, but I thought it was de jure conquests. Anyway, that's definitely a much nicer swap. Do we need to take this one next? I think our next invasion will be launched against this dude. Obviously, you know, the Seljuks can't wait till last, because that's going to give us everything we need to finish the Empire, besides the Knights of Malta. So I think it's the next character, or unless we can find a different way to grab this. Maybe we could put someone on the throne. Maybe we can marry for claims. We need a son. We need a son just as soon as possible, because this is not ideal. Now I also need to not unpause until I've dished all this stuff out. We're gonna have to leave that one there for today. That was a long old episode, but we got a lot achieved. Dealt with the Pope. Did a big old invasion, fought off the Seljuks. This is good. We're making a lot of progress per episode, and that's really what I'm after here, because I don't think anybody wants to watch me try and reconquest every single Roman province for many, many episodes. The Bloodline of Alexander, that sped things up massively. I'm so glad we got that. Thank you all for watching. Next episode, I guess... I mean, we're quite close to succession, aren't we? We desperately try and get a son. That's definitely... that's got to happen. Thank you all for watching. Big shout out to our insane top tier level patrons making the series possible in the first place. A big thank you to Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Heydog, Sidini, Atmosis, Tim Bragg, Laurus, Croesus, Vacuous Bacchus, Jocelyn Dean Tesla, Michael Mullen, Mora, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Powers Presley, Azuna Kirito, Conspiracy, Jimbo, Orcswolf, Vigano Vasquez, Tom Terror 18, Average Gamer 419, Escape, Zazie 7011, Baniel, Faust, Gray, and Eric B. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for keeping the channel going. Thank you for enabling Emperor Ocontre's vengeance. I think that was, it's been a very essential part of this campaign. It's been, you know, it's dealt with a lot of issues that we've been building up for generations and generations. And of course, a big thank you as well to Shari, Andrew Wilson, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Euphrates, Icy the Great, Jack Allen, Wolfie, James Barnes, Betimus Max, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Manders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, The Sage, Joran De Vries, Haji Dumar, Arakira, Don, Crazy Pat, Alpha Scuff, Don Honey 2 and 7, Zep McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, Sedeth, Asero Nick, Will Wade, Hancock, Noah Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, John Holiday, Zico, Jay Lara, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and Justin Plock.